Hey, good morning, YouTube. This is your host, Aaron, here. This is Times with the Narcissist Explained. Listen, thank you all for the subscribes, for the comments, for the feedback. Feedback is very important because others who come here, they're going to want to look at that and they can relate to your story. That's why I always say post your testimony in the comments. You know, I love to read them. I love to see what has happened in your neck of the woods, what kind of people you came across, right? Now, I say this all the time, this is spiritual warfare, right? The army of the wicked is growing day by day by day by day. Now this underground world that, you know, they kept everything on the hush hush, now it's coming out to the surface. Now it's going to be infiltrated in the schools, you and your children and your family's health. You know, I mean, they're getting ready to roll out this sick agenda, and this is Sodom and Gommorah. Today is the modern Sodom and Gommorah. Today is the modern Sodom and Gommorah. All right. Today's days are designed to increase lawlessness, something that is not natural to nature, right? The wicked are truly showing their ass, right? But this is the bright side of this whole thing, right? This is the bright side of this whole thing. There are beautiful, full of light people out here, and they are considered the army of the Almighty Creator. Those who are empaths, those who are the light, you're part of that army. That's why they hate you so bad. That's why they attack you on the jobs. That's why most times people are jealous of you, right? What I'm here to tell you all is, if you have an anointing or a light over your life, you have to know you have this, right? Then you must live like it. You must live like it. It's one thing to say that you have light. It's another thing to show that you have light. And when you show that you have light, you know, you start doing things for humanity. Many of you all here in my community, many of you all have done way more for humanity than any celebrity, than any basketball player, football player. You have done way more for humanity than them, and they made way more than you. In today's society, to me, it's like the more evil you are, the higher up you go. You know, so if you're an empath and, you know, you see how other people who don't work as hard as you gets to rise above you, don't worry about that, man. Don't worry about that. Because believe it or not, this society is not your home. It's not designed for empaths. It's not designed for people. It's designed in a way for us to strengthen us and build us up and have character. But this is not a place where we should be calling America, especially America. America's not a place where you should call home. It should not be a place you call home if you're an empath. If you're one of those evil people who like to cause mischief and cause chaos and shed innocent blood and murder innocent people, this is the place for you. America will welcome you here. This is considered the West of the world, right? And a lot of people here have the Western mindset. Sorry. A lot of people here have the Western mindset. You know, it's one thing to say that, oh, I'm a queen or I'm a king, but you don't live like it. And then on top of that, every queen needs a king. You can't be considered a queen unless you have a king. You cannot be considered a king unless you have a queen, right? So these are the kind of things that we need to look at. But I'm sorry if I had to ramble. Sometimes, I hit you all with the facts of life, But today's topic is going to be the narcissist wanted to suppress you. The narcissist wanted to suppress you. Keyword wanted to suppress you because you're not suppressed anymore. See, when you are with these individuals, they saw how amazing you are and how much people are drawn to your light. So they wanted to keep you all for themselves. There are people out here, when they see that you have a good personality, a good heart, good mind, you have a light, they literally want to control it. They don't want it to run free. In other words, they don't want your light to shine, empath. They don't want your light to shine. That's the reason why they oppressed you so bad, made you feel like you're not good enough. Doesn't matter what you do, it'll never be good enough. That's a form of control and suppression. To suppress your almighty greatness that's been given to you by the universe long time ago. But see, the thing is, everybody has a story. Our lives, this life we live is a storyline. And I mentioned in my other video, every scar has a story. So our lives are written in the cosmos. It's already been written. And I think the book of Enoch talks about the heavenly tablets where everything is recorded. How can we comprehend that? The narcissist wanted to suppress you. The narcissist used techniques like oppression of the mind, right? This is the kind of society we live in. Your oppressors can be right in your household. Some people right now are living in a household that is so stressful, so chaotic. And some people are living by themselves, which is kudos to you. Do your best to keep it that way. The stress and the oppression is what's killing or hurting a lot of empaths, right? And there's so many empaths out there, they don't recognize the situation that they're in. A lot of family members are trying to suppress them from being the great individuals that they are. It's just like Sister Act. Whoever saw Sister Act, Lauryn Hill's mom didn't believe she should be singing. Singing does not bring food on the table. Singing does not bring da. But look at what singing, doing what Lauryn Hill loved, brought her. So many empaths out here have gifts, unique qualities. They can do certain things. Some empaths can build robots. Some empaths can build a car from scratch, or build a house from scratch. That is how capable, how amazing. But like I said before, society does not respect loving, good-hearted, genuine, righteous, civilized people. Majority of society want to go with the latest trend, the latest everything, And those of you who've seen those Lil Nas X shoes, what I'm saying? Some people are going to get those shoes just because it's the latest thing popping right now. And when those shoes run out, they're going to become collectors. I don't know if you all seen them, Lil Nas X shoes. These are shoes with blood on the bottom of them, things like that. Now, that's demonic. You know that's demonic. But I bring that up to let you all know this is the kind of world. And see, on this channel, what I like to do is I like to bring people to reality, what we are surrounded by. Even in our neighborhoods, I break that stuff down because I'm living it every day myself. You know, I've had people jealous of me because they think everything's all smooth and dandy with me. They only see in the outside. I only let people in a certain amount, but they don't know what really goes on, the struggles I deal with, right? But I had to realize that it's a war. It's an invisible war, and it's a war that you can see. It's a physical and spiritual war that we're dealing with, right? Narcissists are out here and they want to suppress you. You gotten rid of one of them. However many years it took, at least you got rid of that one. But if you pay attention to the vibes of other people, because other people may come along and challenge you and harass you, right? When you're dealing with other people, just make sure that you make sure you spot it. Make sure you spot that. Because people are very good at making you feel good about yourself, and then they'll turn around and hit you with some drama here and there. Triangulate against you, you know? But like I said before, you all, use what you learn to discern these energy vampires. And understand, as an empath, you represent the army of the Almighty, something that's been around way before we could even comprehend. You're part of that army. You're part of that army of people who want to see a change, a positive change. Man, listen, there are people out here that feed on negativity. They feed on it. They thrive in it. That's why they live their lives so dirty. But then, when all that dirt comes back on them, it's woe is me. I'm the victim now. Okay? You cannot change or help people like that. If you know there's somebody out there, they living dirty and living filthy, I think it's best for you to cut that person off, because you trying to be there for them and change them only drag you down. Because there are people out here, they know they have a reserved seat in the lake of fire. They know they have a reserved seat. They know it. And anytime you come along and try to be nice to them or try to be helpful to them, they will drag you to the pits with them. All right. So this is Times with the Narcissist Explained. I wanted to keep this short. Thank you all once again for coming through. And the narcissist wanted to suppress you. Why? Because you represent the army of the Almighty. They represent the army of the wicked one. All right. Always remember that. They wanted to suppress your greatness. They wanted to suppress your good qualities. They wanted to suppress your loving heart, your ability to be loyal, your ability to be committed, your ability to be supportive, you know, your ability to work towards a better cause for humanity and the generations to come. That's what you represent. They don't represent that. They'll destroy their children. They'll destroy their wives and husbands. They'll destroy everything that comes in their path. That is all they know. That is all they do. While they get a kick or a high from it. All right. They wanted to suppress you. They wanted to oppress you. But they failed. All right. They failed. So like I said again, this is Times with Narcissist Explained. This is your host, Aaron here. Thank you all once again for the subscribes and the comments, and you know, I try to upload as much as I can, and it's not easy some days, right? But I thank you all for the comment. Thank you all for coming through. I sincerely love you all, and please be safe out there. Shit's about to hit the fan, and you know, a lot of people will be affected. All right, I love y'all. Y'all be safe.